After No Way Home, Marvel had a difficult job. They needed to move Peter Parker forward while also expanding the MCU around him. Surprisingly, I think Brand New Day manages to do both really well. So here's my spoiler review. One thing I appreciated immediately is that this movie goes back to feeling grounded. After No Way Home, Marvel could have easily gone even bigger, but instead, they bring Peter back to New York where he actually feels like the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man again. The city feels alive. People matter. The story stays personal even though bigger Marvel characters are involved. That's what surprised me the most. This never feels like Peter is borrowing someone else's movie. Every supporting character naturally becomes part of his journey instead of taking it away from him. Let's start with my favorite addition, the Punisher. His chemistry with Peter is fantastic. Marvel finally didn't reduce Frank Castle into constant trauma. They made him a funny character, but they also don't make him goofy. Most of the comedy simply comes from two completely opposite personalities trying to work together. Their banter had my theater laughing multiple times, and their final scene together might actually be one of the funniest moments in the film while carrying an emotional weight. Now Hulk. Seeing Savage Hulk again was genuinely menacing. His action sequence is excellent, and Bruce's interaction with Peter adds another nice layer to the movie. My only complaint here is actually with the marketing. The trailers revealed way too much of this fight, so the surprise wasn't as strong as it could have been. Now the surprise edition. I already enjoy Yelena as a character, but I really liked how she was used here. She isn't thrown into the story just to insert a cameo. She actually serves a purpose, has some genuinely funny moments, and continues feeling like one of the MCU's most important characters going forward. Marvel clearly has confidence in her, and honestly, I do too. Now MJ and Ned. I was also really happy to see MJ and Ned return. What I appreciate most is that Marvel doesn't rush Peter and MJ back together simply because the audience expects it. The emotional consequences of No Way Home still matter. That decision makes their scenes feel much more honest. Ned is just as entertaining as ever, and his Spidey tracker sequence was so hilarious. Now let's talk about the standout performance of the movie, Sadie Sink. Yes, she's Jean Grey. At this point, that isn't much of a surprise thanks to months of leaks, but what surprised me was just how good she is. She has an incredible screen presence. The movie builds her presence long before she fully steps into the spotlight, and once she does, she becomes one of the emotional pillars of the story. Marvel has found someone who can carry this role for years. I genuinely can't wait to see where they take Jean Grey next. And of course, none of this works without Tom Holland. I thought he was simply outstanding. This feels like one of his strongest performances as Peter Parker. The emotional scenes land. The humor works. The action is fantastic. Most importantly, he finally feels completely comfortable as the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. The swinging sequences are beautiful. New York feels alive again, and this version of Spider-Man finally feels like he belongs in his city. Whether it's Spider-Man swinging, the hand sequences, Scorpion, Tombstone, or the Hulk fight, everything feels energetic and easy to follow. I also really enjoyed the score. It complements the emotional moments without overpowering them and helps give New York its own identity throughout the film. As much as I enjoyed the movie, I do have a couple of criticisms. The marketing revealed more than it should have, especially the Hulk sequence, and Sadie Sink was fighting to keep her role secretive while Scoopers let it out. And some people may feel the cast is crowded. Personally, I think the movie balances everyone surprisingly well, but I can understand that criticism. Overall, I had a really great time with Spider-Man Brand New Day. It understands what makes Peter Parker special while successfully expanding his world. The supporting characters never overshadow him. The emotional moments feel earned. Tom Holland delivers one of his best performances, and New York finally feels like Spider-Man's home again. Before wrapping up, let's quickly talk about the post-credit scene. It's not one of those huge MCU reveals that completely changes the future of the franchise. Instead, it simply teases Spider-Man's location by showing Ned's spider tracker detecting Peter somewhere in space. Whether that's setting up Doomsday, Secret Wars, or something entirely different, we'll have to wait and see. I actually like that Marvel kept this tease relatively small instead of trying to overshadow the movie we just watched. For me, this is a 4 out of 5 and one of the stronger Spider-Man movies in the MCU. If you've already seen the movie, let me know what you thought in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinions.